Hi, it's me again, and this time I'm going to share to you the my insights, my reflection on what I have learned during our time in learning the different instructional materials and teaching values education in Professor Marte's course, Instructional Materials and Teaching Values Education. Uh, I already had a hint since the subject name itself says instructional materials in teaching values education. So I already know what to expect on what we were going to learn, but I didn't expect that I was going to have a lot of fun. Though I can say that I also had a lot of difficulties in learning this subject during this subject since during the teaching demo, the creation of our lesson plan, we needed to be creative and very we needed to use new or unique instructional materials in our teaching demos. So in order to do that, we had to search a lot, we had to research a lot on the different instructional materials that we can use that were available to us, because some of the instructional materials that we saw were not really available to us, and some of them were difficult to use during the face-to-face teaching demo since we needed to sign up, we needed the students to sign up, and we didn't really had that time to use that. So since the time we had was very limited, so we had to look for creative yet very easy to use instructional materials. Another thing is that I enjoyed since I there were a lot of materials that I didn't know before. Before we had this subject, we have this course, and the iPedagogy really helped a lot in that aspect, since there were a lot of materials or websites, softwares that were included in the iPedagogy wheel. So we were able to use that as a reference or as a guide on what we can look for, what we can use in our uh, teaching them or lesson plan. Uh, Overall, I can say that I very much enjoyed this course despite its difficulties, and I'm grateful that Professor Marte was my professor for this subject, since despite the difficulties, I learned a lot, and I am sure that I will be able to use these materials in the future when I get on the field. That's all.